أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So, inshallah, let me revise a little bit what we have studied last. So, we started with the fragments, right? And the first fragment, what we started is Mudhaf-Mudafilay, right? So, any confusion in that? So, Mudhaf-Mudafilay actually is a fragment where two isms come together, right? And the properties of those two isms are like the first mudaf, it has to be light, right? And then it has should have no al on it, that right? Okay. And mudaf-ilay has only one property, that it has to be majroor, right? So when you see two isms together, so the first one having no al on it and it is light, and the second one in majroor state, that means it's a mudaf-mudafilay combination, and both are isms. From there also you can get guess that both are isms, right? And how we translate mudaf-mudafilay? We translate first mudaf, okay, then put off, okay, then we translate mudafilay. So, like for example, book of Allah is a mudaf-mudafilay combination. So, book here is mudaf, and labzul jalala is mudafilay. So, this book has to be light, no al should come on it, and this lafzul jalala has to be majroor because it has to be mudafilay, right? Then we have seen examples in Arabic, right? So, like for example, Rasulullah, right? You see Rasul Allah and Rasul, you see the two isms coming together, and there's a relationship between the two, right? You can see here. What is that? There's no Allah in Rasul. It's light, so it seems to be mudaf, and the word next to it is in majroor status, so it is mudafilay. So this combination is mudafilay, and I already mentioned this, that nothing can come between mudaf and mudafilay. Mudaf-mudafilay is a single unit. Nothing can be separated. They cannot be separated. They're inseparable, right? So in Quran, whenever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala expresses something mudaf-mudafilay, you can see the relationship between the two things, those two things. Like for example, Allah says Rasulullah, the messenger of Allah, Al-Kitabullahi, book of Allah. So you can see the relationship, right? They are inseparable, right? So then we were doing some little bit practice on Surah Fatiha, but before that, inshallah, we'll go again for practice. So before that, let's practice with some attached pronouns, right? Attached pronouns we have not understood. I feel you have not understood it properly. So through the mudaf and mudaf combination, this fragment, you'll be able to actually appreciate or understand attached pronouns. So if you see attached pronouns, for example, if I say, let me take the example of pronouns, not normal independent pronouns. So independent pronoun is like he, it's an independent pronoun, right? And in Arabic we say huwa, right? We say huwa. Huwa means he, right? So it's independent pronoun. And if I had to say him, or if I say his, right? So this is kind of attached pronoun, right? So we say in Arabic who, right? Now, if I have to say his book, if I had to say his book, right? So you can see here, this is a kind of, I can also write it like this. I can write it like this. I write book of him. So it's mudaf-mudafilay combination, right? You have book, you have of, then you have him. But generally in English we don't speak like this. We say his book, right? So actually book here is mudaf, and him is mudaf-ilay, right? Correct? So in Arabic you write first mudaf, right? You write first mudaf. Okay, so for word for the book, what is the word? Kitab, right? We say kitab. Kitabu. By default, word is always marfu, right? kitabu. And generally, if I say the by default word is like marfu, and it is also nakira, common. Now for the book, the word is kitabu, kitabun, and for his or him, attached pronoun is who. Correct? Now I had to join these two as Mudhaf-Mudafilay, his book. I had to make a fragment. I have to say book of him. So what I do is I take first what book, which is Mudaf, and if I make it Mudaf, then it has to have a property. And what are those properties? Two properties. First, it should not have al on it. Number one. Number two, it cannot be nakira. It cannot be heavy. It has to be light. And light means you will remove the tanween. So you will say kitabu. Now, then I had to add now him. And that him has to be majroor, right? If you remember the attached pronouns, this who, right? It can be the independent pronoun is always, the huwa is always marfu, right? The huwa is always marfu. All independent pronouns are marfu. And
does not change status.
yes. No. That's one thing. All independent pronouns are marfu, right? They don't show the sign of being marfu. That's the different thing. So all independent pronouns are marfu, right? And their attached versions or either jar or either majroor or mansoob, depending on the context. So when they come with ism, when they are attached with ism, like as mudafila here, it has to be majroor, right? And when they come with a harf jar, then it will come majroor. And when it will come with attached with a mansoob, right? Here, if you see this kitab, this who I had to use, right? I had to use who as a mudaf ilay. So when I use who as a mudaf ilay, what should be the status of who here? Should it be mansoob or majroor?
Majroor.
Majroor, because mudaf ilay has to be majroor. That's why in general you will say whenever attached pronoun is attached with the ism, right? It's always majroor. So you will say kitabuhu or kitabuhi, doesn't matter. That is not a, that's just for a pronunciation. Okay, who or he, both are same thing. It's not like based on the sound it is majroor or marfu. Okay, don't get confused with the who sound here on the who. Okay, it does not make this who as a majroor. Sorry, marfu. Okay, this is just for pronunciation. So they will say sometimes kitabu hu or kitabihi, doesn't matter, just for flow. Okay, so kitabuhu. So I made kitabu as mudaf and hu as mudaf ilay, and this means his book. Okay, now if I had to make like this a statement like this, if I say their book, what should I say?
Kitabuhum.
You will say kitabu. Okay, first of all, you will make it light and no ala on it. Number one. Number two, you had no, so you make a mudaf. You made a mudaf. Now you had to make mudaf ilay. The mudaf ilay is there. So there I had to use attached pronoun. So whom is an attached independent pronoun. Whom is also attached version of that pronoun. Okay, that whom. So there. So you will say whom. So whom is here what? What status?
Majroor status.
Majroor status, because it has to be majroor. So kitabuhum, their book. If you had to say your book, what you will say?
Kitabuka.
Okay, you say kitabuka, right? Say your book. You say kitabuka. So ka here is what? It is majroor, right? So it's attached pronoun. Anta version ka is attached pronoun and it is majroor here. So kitabuka means your book. Okay. Now, if you had to say like this, one more thing I just want to tell you here. If you are to say sorry, Muslims of India. So for Muslims, I'll give the breaking words. For Muslims, you say, what do you say for Muslims?
Muslimuna.
You'll say Muslim Mona. Okay. Then for India,
Al Hind.
Al Hind. Okay, in Arabic they'll call it Al Hind. Now you have to make a fragment Mudhaf-Mudafilay, Muslims of India. So what you will do? What you will do?
Muslimul Hind, is it?
Muslimuna al Hindi.
You say Muslim Al Hindi. Okay, the brother said something. Let's see. Okay, I'll copy it. You will say Muslimun Al Hindi. Okay. Is it correct?
Muslimu al Hindi.
Muslimul Hind.
Muslimu.
No, brother.
Muslimu.
Why not? Why not Muslimuna Al Hindi?
Because it
No,
is having the noon
Muslimuna
sound
is
and it's heavy.
Muslimuna is heavy one.
Yes. The Mudaf actually has to be light. The Mudaf has to be light. Muslims has come here. What Mudaf? And when you make Muslims as Mudaf, Muslimuna as Mudaf, you have to make it light because Mudaf has to be light. It should have two properties. One is you cannot have al on it. It should be light. This is heavy because it's extra noon. So heavy means we have tanween on an in sound, or you have extra noon. This extra noon. So what you do is to make it Mudaf, you have to make it light. So you remove the noon. You say Muslimul al Hindi, Muslimul Hindi. So Muslimul al Hindi. This is also okay. So Muslims of the India. The Muslims, or you can say the Muslims of India. The Muslims of India. Understood? Now, if you have to say like this, two Muslims of India, how will you say?
Muslimail Hind, is it? Yeah,
So
Muslim.
if you say two Muslims,
Ji.
okay, the Arabic word for that is Muslimani, right? You say
Musliman. Okay.
Muslimani.
Muslimai, I said. I didn't use the noon there because it shouldn't be heavy, right? So I don't know.
Yeah, that's all. No, you are right. You're right. I'm just separating it first of all. So Muslimani is the actually word for two Muslims, right? Correct. And Al Hind is India. So when you had to use as Muslimani as now as a mudaf, you had to use two Muslims as mudaf. Muslimani you had to use as a mudaf. So you cannot have this al noon on it, and you cannot have al on it, right? So noon you had to remove. So what you will say is you will write simply Muslima. You remove the noon, you make it light. Okay, and then you will put Al Hindi. Correct? So now, whenever you see things like this, Muslima Al Hindi or something like that, like Mu'mina, something, so you can understand this combination has come as a Mudhaf-Mudafilay. Noon is missing here because this has come as a Mudhaf and it has to be light for that. That's why noon is being removed. So far clear? Okay. So I'll share one more screen
So
here.
it is always like that. The plural and duals is remove the noun and these things.
Yeah, because
While mudaf alagi.
yeah. So you see, for mudaf has to be light, right? What
Yeah.
does light mean? Light means which is not having tanween on it and which is not having extra noon on it. So when you say tanween
Okay.
on and in sound, it comes always with the singulars, right? Muslimun,
Yeah.
Musliman, Muslimin. But in case of combinations like dual and plural, you have extra noon, right?
Yeah.
Right. So when you have extra noon in the dual and plural, those are all heavy, right? So to remove
Yeah.
to make it light, you remove the extra noon. So for example, sometimes you have like this. You will have this. You see, this Muslimani was marfu. Sometimes this Muslimani will be like it will be suppose majrur or mansub. For example, you have Muslimai, Muslimaini, Muslim. Sorry,
Mansub
Muslimaini.
or majrur state. Mansub or majrur state.
Sometimes, yes, yes. Yes.
Sometimes.
Yes, hold on. Yeah, Muslimaini. So if you have Muslimaini, okay, for two Muslims, and you have to make it mudaf, what will you do? So this extra noon you have to remove.
Remove. Yeah, remove the noon.
So you will remove the noon. You'll keep it like this. Yeah. So okay. So Muslimai, then you'll put Al Hindi. Okay. You got a point? So whatever be the status, whatever be the status, whether you have Muslimani or Muslimaini or Muslimina or Muslimuna, that extra noun you have to remove when you have to make it mudaf. Because mudaf property, there are two properties of mudaf. It has to have no Allah on it, and it has to be light. So far
Yeah,
clear?
got it. Clear,
Okay.
clear.
Alhamdulillah. So let me actually share you one more screen here. We'll do some practice on Quran.com. Okay, you're able to see the screen. So last time,
Yes.
we were doing practice on Surah Fatiha. So did you all do the assignment?
Yes, I have done not 40 pages,
Okay.
like
So,
5 to 10 pages like that I did.
so any confusion so this you got? Some people had some confusion here. So there are actually two kinds of here you see you have Maliki, you have Yaumi, then you have Yaumi, you have Dini. So you have two words here, then you have two words here. Let's see what is the relationship here. You see Maliki, it is no Allah on it. It is light. Then you have Yaumi. The word following Maliki is Yaumi, it is sound. So this seems to be Mudaf and this seems to be Mudhaf-Mudafilay. So this is one combination of Mudhaf-Mudafilay. Then you have another one. You have Yaumi, no Al on it. It is light. And then you have another word following it, which is sound, Majroor. So this is one more Mudaf. So there are one Mudhaf-Ilay here, Maliki Yaumi. Then you have Yaumi Ad-Dini, two Mudhaf-Ilayas. And this Yaumi is acting here two things. It is acting Mudaf ilay for Maliki and Mudaf for Ad-Dini. So two roles it's playing here. And this whole thing is one unit. You see, Maliki Yawmiddini, master of the day, or king of the day of the judgment. So of two offs here. King of the day of the judgment. Okay. So people had some confusion there. So I hope you don't have now. And then you see there are two words here, as-sirat as-mustaqim. There were no clue of being mudaf-mudafilay. You see, this word has Allah on it, so the chances of being in mudaf is gone. So then you don't need to bother about that. Okay. Now, you have one more mudaf-mudafilay combination here. You have ghayril maghdubi. You see, you have ghayri, then you have al-maghdubi. You can from here you can see here this is a ism, right? And this is followed by something which is a sound. And then immediately when you see a word ism followed by another word ism which is having a sound, then you should go back to the first one and check whether it is mudaf or not. Because I told you, when I will repeat again, ism becomes majroor under the two conditions. One is you have harf jar before it, which I have not taught you. I'll teach you inshallah that. Like min, fi, ala, those harf jars. Those harfs make ism, majroor. And the another reason for word ism to be majroor is when it is followed by mudaf. Because mudaf, if it is followed by mudaf, it becomes mudaf ilay. And mudaf ilay has to be always majroor. Right? So you can see here al-maghdubi. You should first of all ponder why this al-maghdubi, why this is in majroor status. I told you that every ism by default is marfu. By default, every ism word has marfu status. Okay, it becomes mansoob or majroor only when something happens to it. Okay, so when you see a word in majroor status, you should stop and find why it has become majroor. One of the reason for a word to become majroor is if it is followed by mudaf. And another reason for a word to be majroor is if it is followed by harf jar, like min, ala, and all that. Right now, you have not studied that. I'll park it for a little bit time. But you have understood mudaf. So you can see here there is no harf jar like min, ala, and all that. It is something is there. So you should understand that this should, you should come to conclusion that this thing is an ism. Okay, and it must be mudaf because then only it has become mudaf-ilay. Sorry, majroor status. So you can see here, and if you check a little bit, you do some checking here, you see this word has no al on it and it is light, right? So this is one more mudaf-mudafilay. What is ghairi means not, okay? Ghairi al-maghdubi, not of the ones who have received your anger, okay? Okay.
Bilal bhai,
Now, yeah.
I have one doubt, not about Mudhaf-Mudafilay.
Mhm.
The word walad dalin, nahi? So
Yes.
when you have to find the sound and combination, so this comes under combination. So we have to take it as walad dalina, right? Because you have to get that combination ina.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, am I right there, or should I stop it at walad dalin? Because normally when we recite the Quran, we stop
Okay.
it at walad dalin. So when
Yes.
you have to identify sound and combination,
Mhm.
this will come under combination because of that ina, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes,
So,
that only I had that doubt.
but in pronunciation, they don't say waladolina. They will say waladolin.
Dalin. Yeah,
that-
yeah. That's why
you
I
under-
had that doubt.
So you understand that in and ina means same. Why is
Same.
it has stopped here because it ended here, right?
Okay,
Right?
okay,
So
okay.
it has to end.
Jazakallah. Ji, ji.
Okay, so let's go to the next surah.
One minute, Bilal bhai.
You want me to
Uh,
decide?
Still, Hayre, I am not understand why it is mudaf. Hayri,
Ghairi, not ghairi.
Ghairi. Why
Ghairi.
it is mudaf?
Okay, let me tell you, go back, okay.
It is not ism.
It's ism, right?
It is an ism and it's light.
No. Anyway, in fact, that let me tell him another thing also. He got confused here. Okay, it's not moving back. Yeah, Surah Fatiha, alhamdulillah. So, yeah, let's go here back. Yeah, brother. You see here, when you analyze these two words, see, you have one word. You don't know what it is. You don't know right now whether it's ism and fail because if you see this word, you have no clue of being it ism, like no tanween on it, right? Not ending with tamarbuta ta, not
Yeah.
starting with meme, not starting with al, right? You have no clue.
Okay.
Then you have another word following it.
Majrur.
Hold on. That word, if you see, first of all, it has al on it, right?
Yeah.
So it's ism. You understood. This is very easy, right? You could
Yeah.
understand it is ism. Even if there's no al on it, leave it for some time. You're not able to understand it's ism or not. But you see, the word is ending with majroor.
Yes.
It is a majroor sound, right? So a word becomes majroor only
Two case.
in the two cases. One is it's followed by some min, ala, those harfs. It's called
Harf jar. Harf jar. Yeah.
I will teach you that inshallah you'll be able to distinguish it properly, nicely.
Okay.
The another reason is it must
Mudaf.
be followed by
Mudaf.
mudaf. So that makes you that this ghairi is mudaf, right? So when ghairi is mudaf, that means it's ism. Because mudaf concept comes only in case of isms.
Yes.
This is one of the indication to identify ism. I told you, when I was telling you how to identify ism, I told you that time there are some also other indications for a word to become to have an ism indication, which I will not tell you right now because you don't understand.
Okay.
Okay, so those were not the only full list. You got it? I kept some open there. Okay, so
Okay.
this is one of that list. Okay, so this basically is a mudaf, right? And mudaf has to be ism. And then if you check it more, there's no al on it. It's light, right? So it is fulfilling all the conditions of mudaf, right? And it makes this as majroor, right? So It's ism.
So my only one thing, why it is come majrur said hayri before any statement is there
Oh,
many
you are saying
words.
this very okay, okay,
Uh,
okay.
re it's come hayru means
Yeah,
no confusion.
I,
Hayri it is come before any mudaf ilayhi is there.
see, these are this ghairi, inda, and all. Those are all special mudafs. They're called special mudafs.
Okay, special
There are,
words
inshallah, I'll tell you those. There are something called
like samava like that. Okay,
there are
aradu.
some special mudafs in Arabic language. Special mudafs. The
Okay,
special mudafs are like inda, baina, ghaira, ghairi. You know, those they don't have kind of you cannot say.
marfu,
For example,
marfu.
inda, yeah, they're all marfu. They're all by default
Marfu
marfu. Yes, yes.
by default marfu.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, but you will not have, like, for example, inda, it's by default marfu status, but you will not say indu, you will say inda. You will not have sound
okay,
there, but when once you understand the special set of mudafs, right? There are some set of mudafs, special mudafs. You remember that, okay? You will not then bother about that ending sound. You know that is there by default marfu, okay? And if something comes, suppose min comes before it, min ghairi, then it becomes majrur, okay?
okay.
By the way, here it is Shiratul Lazina and Amta alayhim. Ghair is here kind of, it is like kind of mansoob here because an'amta, because of the fail. That inshallah is an advanced concept, don't worry here. But
Okay.
what I meant to say is the special mudafs, they will not have sounds, like marfu sound and all that. Kind of
Got it.
baina, right? Tahta aqdamina, right? Tahta means down, beneath. Like
Under.
for
Okay.
example, fauka means above. Fauka, you will have sound like a sound, fauka, but it is by default what? By default, it is marfu. Correct?
Okay. Okay. Got it.
Okay. So inshallah, I will teach you that special mudafs. I will teach you, inshallah. Don't worry. Okay, let's go to the next surah here. In this Zalikal Kitabu, you don't have any kind of this word, and this is not connected as a Mudhaf-Mudafilay, right? You see here. Now, La Raiba, this is La Nafil al Jins, right? You know that. So the La Raiba, it is light, it's mansoob, it is singular, followed by La. So you see, this is La Nafil Jins. It means absolute negation. Now, Hudan lil Muttaqin, no Mudhaf-Mudafilay combination here. Okay. Again, Allazina yuminuna is fail, so leave it. Bil ghaibi, it is some another thing. Yuqimuna, it is fail. Now, wa mimma, okay, leave it. Razaqnahum. So you may get it like it's kind of mudaf-mudafilay comment, because I told you the attached pronouns also act as mudafilay, right? Attached pronouns also act as mudafilay, right? You might be thinking that this is mudaf-mudafilay combination because you have home, then you have razaqnahum, like kitabuhum. But actually, this razaqna is fail. Right now, it is very difficult for you to identify it as ism. Okay, you might be guessing it ism because of the home. The confusion might happen. Okay, that is definitely going to come right now in your mind. Even if you identify it as ism, a mudaf-mudafilay combination, I will not tell you are wrong. Okay, because it's quite because you have not studied so far fail. So when you study inshallah fail, you will understand the sounds of fail. Okay, from there you can simply get razaqna is fail. Right? Though it looks like ism, like kitabuhum, razaqnahum, right? So actually it is fail. So razaqnahum, it means we provided them. So this is fail. So this is not mudaf-mudafilay combination. And it's attached pronouns, they are attached, they can attach with ism as a mudafilay, they can attach with harf, and they can also attach with the fail. Okay? So when I will teach you inshallah fail, at that time I'll come back to this word. Okay? Yunfikuna, okay, this is fail. So far, this is clear to you? Any confusion here?
Yeah, clear. It's a
So
fail.
when some of you did exercise assignment, did you identify it as a mudaf-mudafilay?
I identified this is mudaf-mudafilay.
Oh, okay, got it. So this sometimes this confusion can come with attached pronouns, no, but not isms. Definitely not. If there are two isms together, isms, when two isms come as mudaf-mudafilay, it's very easy to understand because each sound aayega udhar. Attached pronouns mein, these attached pronouns will have they are what's called non-flexible. They don't show the sound, right? In any
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, here, yeah. Now, you see here, you have min, you have qablika. You have min. I told you one of the reason for ism, for a word to be ism, if it is followed by harf jar, those harfs, min, fi, ala, right? So you have qabli, it is followed by min. That means it's ism, right? Then you have qablika, 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 right? So what kind of combination you are thinking it is qablika? Can you tell me?
Yeah, Mudhaf-Mudafilay.
Yeah, you have qabli and you have ka. You have qabli, you have ka. So this ka is attached with the ism and it becomes mudaf-mudafilay combination.
Qabla.
So
Qabla.
qablika. Min qablika means, qabli means before. Ka means you. You can say simply before you. Qablika, before you. Before of you will not say here, or will not put off here. Okay. You say qablika, before you. Qabli means before you. So wallazina yu'minuna, those who believe, bima unzila, with what it has been revealed to you, ilayka, wama unzila min qablika, and whatever is revealed or sent down to you before you, whatever is sent down before you, wabil akhirati hum yuqinun, and with the akhirah they are certain. Okay, so this one more here. Now, ala, ulaika ala, these are not mudaf combination. Ala hudan, again, no mudaf combination. Ala is harf jar. Now you have min
Rabbihim.
No, min
Rabbihim.
rabbi, yeah, min rabbi is harf jar majroor. Now rabbihim, you see rabb, him, rabb is a ism, right? And you have attached pronoun with it, him. Rabbihim is mudaf combination. So how will you translate rabbihim? Rabb means Lord, him means there. So what will you say?
Their Lord, no?
Their Lord, Lord of theirs, or their Lord. Okay, Rabbihim. Now, Rabbika means, if you have to say your Lord, what do you say?
Rabbi.
No. Generally, the word will be marfu, right? But by default, I'm not putting min or this became Rabbi because of min. So how will you say your Lord?
Rabbika, is it?
Rabbu. By default, you'll marfu, right? Rabbuka, right?
Marfu. Ji.
Rabbuka. If you have to say our Lord, how will you say our master, loving master?
Rabbuna.
Rabbuna. That's why Rabbuna. Rabbana. So
Ji.
in case of Rabbana, you say Rabbana Atina, Rabbana, our Lord, our loving
Yes.
master, Rabbana, our Rabb. Right? If you have to say my Rabb, how will you say? My Rabb. What is the attached pronoun for my?
Rabbi.
Rabbi, ye sound, right? So you will say Rabb plus ye. You will say Rabbi, my Lord, my Rabb. If you have to say, for example, those women's Rabb, how will you say?
Rabbukuma, is it? Yeah, Rabbukum.
Rabbukum is you all.
You
Yeah,
all.
I'm saying the Rabb of those women.
Rabbukunna.
Rabbuhunna. Hunna means those, right? Women. Rabbuhunna. They are women's Rabb. Right? So that's how you can see. So this is mudaf combination here. Now if you see ulaika hum, thing like nothing like that, and hum al muflihun, again this is different. Okay. In this no mudaf combination. Okay, here. Khatam Allahu, okay, ala kulu, ala is harf jar, leave it. Now you have qulubihim. Is it mudaf combination? Now, you attach pronoun ki wajah se you may find it difficult to whether it is first mudaf combination, because razaqna you see here. If you see here, this qulub is followed by ala. What does it indicate? What does it mean?
It's followed by harfejar, right?
So that means it is what the qulub is what?
Their hearts.
So no. Wait, hold on. This qulub is followed by, you have qulubihim, right? I told you may get sometimes confused when you have attached pronouns attached with some word, right? Whether it is mudaf-mudafilay combination or not. Because I told you in case of razaqnahum, the razaqna is basically fail. So it does not have it cannot be a mudaf-mudafilay combination, right? But you are here qulubihim. But you qulub, if you see, you don't have kind of indication for right now. If you see, if you leave Allah aside, You just focus on kulubihim, you will have confusion whether kulub is mudaf or not, because mudaf-mudafilay comes only in case of isms, right? For that mudaf, for being something mudaf-mudafilay, it has to be isms. They should both have, they should be isms, right? Now kulub, if you see, it is followed by ala. I told you, if a word is followed by ala, min, those harfi jars, they are isms, right? One of the indication of the ism is it is followed by harfi jar, min, ala, right? Ba, ta, those harfi jars, right? So kulub here is followed by ala, harfi jar, that means it's ism.
Ism, yes.
Then,
Kulub is ism.
then hum is attached with that ism.
Attached. Yeah, so
Right?
it is Mudhaf-Mudafilay.
And kulub, you see, there is no al on it. It is light, right? So it fulfills all the two properties of mudaf and mudaf. And him is, you know, the him version, him jo hai, attached pronoun, majroor, right? So it is kulub him, right?
So because of Allah, the ba in kulub gets a zer. Majroor.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, because of Allah, kulub became a sound, right? Because of yeah. So now kulub means hearts. What does kulub him mean?
Their hearts.
Their hearts. Nice. Now again, one more mudafila here, followed by Allah. You see, sam'ihim. Some means hearing. So how will you say sam'ihim?
Sammi is mudaf.
Hearing.
Him,
Some is mudaf.
And him becomes mudaf.
Hearing. Again here.
Even again,
al-absarihim. So absar, you can see here, mudaf. Their vision.
Their vision.
So khatam Allahu, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has put seals upon their hearts. Wa ala sam'ihim, and upon their hearings. Wa ala absarihim, and upon their vision. Gishawatun, there is a, you know, gishawatun means weave, covering upon them, okay? Walahum azabun alim, and they have azabun azim, great punishment. Okay. So here no mudaf-mudafilay combination here. Okay. Here now you have anfusahum. Anfusa is, it is actually ism. Okay, you should remember it. Anfusa means ism. Okay, anfusa, nafs is plural of nafs. Okay, so anfusahum, it's mudaf-mudafilay combination. You can see attached pronoun with the ism. Anfusahum means accept themselves. Okay, their selves, self. You know, if you see generally when we say nafs, it means self. Okay, and anfusa means selves, their selves.
So this will be plural form of nafs, is it? Anfus?
Yes. So yukhadi'un Allah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala deceives them. Sorry, yukhadi'un Allah, they try to deceive Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wallazina amanu, and those who believe. And Allah says, Wama yakhda'una, they don't actually deceive anybody except themselves, anfusahum, themselves. Okay, Wama yashurun, while they don't perceive. These are all you know, fail words. Okay. Now here again, kulubihim. You see, fi followed by kulub. So kulub is ism.
Yes.
So kulubihim, mudaf-mudafilay, again hearts. Okay. Now fazadahum, you might get, okay, this is mudaf-mudafilay combination, but basically fazada here is fail. You know, this fazada has no indication of being ism, right? It is not followed by main. It's not having al on it. So those ism indications are not here. Okay, and this attached pronoun, you know, from the attached pronoun you cannot get that fazada is ism, right? Because attached pronoun can also get attached with the fail also, right? So this is not mudaf-mudafilay combination. Basically, it is a fail and attached pronoun. Okay. Okay. Here also no. In this also you don't have. Now here, shayatinihim. You have shayatin. Okay, shayatin means, you know, it's ism, right? And you are attached pronoun him. So again, mudaf-mudafilay combination. So what is shayatinihim means? Their
Their
shayateen.
shaitans are their devils.
They are devils. They are devil friends. Whatever. Okay. Then you have ma'akum. So ma here, ma plus kum. Ma is actually special mudaf. Like gaira, I told you, gaira, fauka, tahta. One of the special mudaf is ma'a. So ma'a is special mudaf. So ma'akum, kum is attached pronoun, majroor. So this also becomes mudaf-mudafilay. Ma'a means with. So ma'akum means with you. Ma'ana with us. Ma'ahu with him. So ma'a means with. Okay, special mudaf. So this is also mudaf-mudafilay combination. Yes, here. Now, tughyanihim. This yamuduhum is not. Okay, this is a fail. So you have tughyanihim. Now you might be asking me tughyani. How is it ism? Because it's followed by fi, harf jar, right? So anything followed by harf jar is ism. So you have tughyani plus him, and him is attached with tughyani, right? So this is mudaf-mudafilay. Tughyan means transgression. Okay, tagha means transgression. So in their transgression, Allah yastahzi'u bihim. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is actually going to going to mock them. Wayamudduhum, and he prolongs them in their transgression. Ya'mahun. Okay, they wander blindly. Okay. Now you have fama rabihat tijaratuhum. So you have tijaratu plus hum. Tijara. Tijara, if you see tijaratu, I had told you that, when we were doing that, what's called other number in the ism, plural, singular and plural, right? So we have seen there tijarat, business. Tijara means business. Okay, so tijara is by meaning, if you see it means business, it's ism, right? It's a concept, right? So tijaratuhum. Again, you have mudaf-mudafilay, you have ism, and you have attached pronoun with it. So you have mudaf-mudafilay combination. It means their business, their commerce. Okay. This tijaratu is quite easy for you to understand. It's ism, right? Tijara means ism. Okay. Now again here, masaluhum.
Example of this.
Yeah, masaluhum. Now how will you, hum is attached with masalu, so you can get from maybe it's a mudaf-mudafilay combination. Okay. Masalu, again, it is masal is one more special mudaf combination. Like tahta, fawqa, ghayra, inda. Masala is also one of the special mudaf. So you have special mudaf, you have mudaf-ilay and hum. So masaluhum, masal बोलते हैं ना, मिसाल के तौर पर हम बोलते हैं उर्दू में, मिसाल के तौर पर masal. So example, misal means example. So masaluhum means what?
Their example.
Their
example of theirs.
Yes, masaluka, your example. Masali, my example, right? Okay. Then you have, okay, then you have hawla, hawlahu. Hawla is again special mudaf. Hawla means, around.
Around.
Like fawqa means above, tahta means below, hawla means around. Okay. Hawla means above, around, and it's special mudaf. And you see who has come as mudaf-ilay, attached pronoun. Hawlahu means around him. Okay, now binurihim, you have ba plus nur, and then him. So ba has made nur what? Majroor. So it means it's an ism, right? Then you have whom attached with this nur. So this nur is what then? Nurihim is what then?
Nurihim.
It's mudaf-mudafilay combination.
Mudaf and mudafilay.
And you see on the nur, there's no al on it. It is light, and him has come as mudafilay, and him we know it's a majroor. Nur means light. So nurihim means
his light, is it? Their light.
their light. Their light. Right? Okay.
Ji.
Now then there is taraka. Tarakahum is not mudaf-mudafilay because taraka is a fail. Okay,
Fail.
taraka is a fail. And if you see here, the ba, there's no harf jar before tarakas to make it, ism. Okay, so there's no indication of that. So also, when inshallah, when you will inshallah study fail, by the sound of the fails, how fail sound, you will come to know this is fail. Okay, so right now, just remember this is fail. So this is fail and this is attached pronoun. Okay. So in this case also there is nothing. Okay, nothing here. Here. يجعلون أصابعهم. Asabi'ahum. Asaba means fingers. Okay, this is by though it is difficult for you to find its ism, it is by meaning you can find. Asaba means finger. Okay, Asabi'ahum is their fingers. Azanihim, azan, ears. Azan, uznun means ear. Azani means ears, plural of the uzun. Okay, so asabi'ahum, their fingers, fi azanim, and in their ears.
Ears.
Okay, so that's what it is here. Then no other. Hazar al maut, hazar al and al mauti. You see, hazara al mauti. You had one word which is you don't know whether it is ism or not, right? But then there's followed by another word which is a sound, majroor sound. That means this has been mudhaf-filay, right? So word becomes majroor when it is followed by mudhaf. One of the reasons is when it's followed by mudhaf, right?
Okay.
So here it's not harf jar, but it is a word. That means it has to be mudhaf. And if you check it, whether it's mudhaf, there's no Allah on it. It is light. So this becomes mudhaf-mudafilay combination. Hazara means fear.
Fear.
Right? Fear of death.
Fear of them.
Okay. So like that, you can inshallah try to, again, here you can see here, absarahum, mudhaf-mudafilay combination. Find the meaning. Absara means sight and absarahum means their sight. Okay, so like that, please go through it and inshallah try to learn it. So this harf jar, always I tell you to teach you. So today I think I just want to give you introduction of it. Inshallah, in the next session I will also repeat it.
Be samihim also becomes mudhaf-mudafilay.
Yes, it is ba, some, ba, harf jar, then you have some a. Actual word is some a, then him. So some
then
a.
again, abasarihim again follows the same pattern.
Yes.
Ji, alhamdulillah.
So there is then another fragment called harf jar and majroor. This is another fragment. So first fragment you have studied mudhaf-mudafilay. The another fragment is harf jar and majroor. What does it mean? There are some harfs in Arabic language. Whenever they come before ism, they always make ism in majroor status. So if you have kitabu, you had a kitabu word. Okay. So let me write here. So you have a word kitabu. By default, it is what? Marfu. It changed, it becomes majroor. So there are some harfs in the Arabic language. If you put before this kitabu, those harfs strike on the word and make it a sound, majroor sound. Okay. So this kitabu will become kitabi if those harfs come before it. Any of the harfs come before it. So what are those harfs? So then the harf and this word which became majroor is called harf jar and majroor. So those harfs which make ism majroor are called harf jar. And this is...
My screens cannot be seen.
Pardon me?
The screen cannot be seen.
Oh, you're not seeing the screen? Oh, okay.
No,
Sorry. I'll share it. Oh, I thought you are seeing it. Okay. Now you're able to see it?
yes, right.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. So harf jar and majroor. So what I was telling you, there are some certain harfs in Arabic language. Whenever they come before ism, they make ism into majroor status. So if you have like word like kitabu, it is by default marfu. If I put any of that harf jar here, this kitabu will become kitabi. So that harf jar and that this word which became majroor is called harf jar and majroor. And harf jar and majroor is another fragment in Arabic language. It's another fragment. And also, like Mudhaf-Mudafilay, harf jar and majroor are inseparable. They cannot, nothing can come in between harf jar and majroor. They had to be together. They had to be together. Okay. So what are those harf jars? What are those harfs which make ism majroor? These are the harfs. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11. So these 11 harf jars, there are others also in Arabic literature. So this is only set which is used in the Quran. Okay. So that's why focus is only about that set. So these 11 harfs, whenever they come before ism, they make it majroor. So if the ism was marfu, it became majroor when they come before it. So what are those harfs? Ba, ta, kaf, lam, wa, min, fi, an, ala, hatta, ila. Do you have to memorize by heart? So what does ba mean? I think I have translated. Yeah. So what does ba mean? Ba means
With or in.
yeah. Ba means with or in. For example, if you put ba ismu, if you put ba before ismu, it becomes ismi. So you have bismi, bismillah, right? That's why ismi is sound because harf jar ba has come. Ta, when it comes before it, it also makes. Suppose if I say ta, suppose there is Allahu, I put ta before it, it becomes ta Allahi. Now, what does harf ta mean? Harf jar ta mean? Ta means, it is a harf which is generally used for taking oath. Qasam ke liye hum use karte hain. Right? So, this is used twice in the Quran. Tallahi in Surah Yusuf. Tallahi. So generally in Arabs, they will also use harf jar ta to swear by Allah. If you say Tallahi, it means also by Allah. I swear by Allah. Tallahi, I swear by Allah. In Surah Yusuf also. Tallahi, I swear by Allah. Okay? So this harf jar ta means swear, oath. Tallahi means oath of Allah, by Allah. Then you have ka, harf jar ka. It means like. So if you say ka asfin, you say like asfin. If you say like, for example, you say ka kitabi, like a book. So if you have a word kitabu, you put harf jar ka before it, it becomes kitabi. So ka kitabi, like a book. Right? Ka bakarati, like cow. Right? Ka insani, like a human being. Right? So ka means like. Then you have li, harf jar lam, lillahi. So you see lam plus, so if you have Allahu, you put lam before it, it becomes Allahi, lillahi. La means for Allah, lillahi. Lillahi ma fis samawati ma fil arz. For Allah belongs the heavens and the earth. To Allah or to Allah. It also means to also sometimes. For Allah or la generally used for. Okay, for. So la means for. Example here is lam plus, if you are Allahu, you put lam, it becomes Allahi, lillahi. Right? Now, if you have to say for him, so you will use lam means for, then you have to use attached pronoun, and attached pronouns can be mansub or majroor. So the who, for example, him, it can be mansub or majroor, but if it is coming with the lam, harf jar, it becomes what? Majroor. So lahu means for him. So who here is majroor because harf jar lam has made it majroor. Likewise, rasulihi, for his messenger. Then you have harf jar waw. This waw, in the Quran, you might see, you will see waw multiple times. Generally, waw means and. Generally, waw means and. But if you have waw followed by some ism, and that ism becomes majroor because of waw, that waw does not mean it is and. That waw, it means it is a qasam waw. Waw qasam. It is used for oath.
Wattini was zaitun then?
Yes. Wal fajri, wal layalin ashri. You see?
Ashra.
So wow, when it changed the status majroor, a wow, when it changed the status of the word and makes it majroor, this wow is not and. That time, this wow means oath. It's a harf jar wow. It makes it, and the meaning is oath by qasam. But if there's a wow, I say wallah. So if I say like this, for example, if I say, sorry, Allahu wa rasuluhu. Sorry, wa rasulu. Oh. Does this wow change the status of this Rasul?
Actually, it is Allah and Rasul in this.
No. Does this wow change the status of Rasul here?
No.
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 That means this wow is not harfi jar wow. It means and. It means and.
And
But if it changes the states of this Rasul, it makes it, for example, a sound, for example, then it's not wow and. Okay, then it is kasam wow, harfi jar wow, and in harfi jar wow, it means oath. Okay, it means then by his Allah and by his Rasul, but I swear by his Rasul. Okay, so this wow, when it changed the status of ism and makes it majroor, it's used as oath. Generally, ये हम बहुत use करते हैं wallahi. Arab say wallahi, by Allah, right? When we say by Allah, they say by Allah, they say wallahi. Ya akhi, wallahi, I told you this, right? So generally we also use it. So wallahi sound we make it because this is harf jar wa, and the meaning is for oath. Otherwise, in general case, when wa does not change the status, it is and. Then you have harf jar like min. Min generally used. See, you have seen it. Min. So min is harf jar, and if it comes before ism, it makes majroor. Min Allahi, from Allah. Min means from. Then you have fi. Again, it means in. Harf jar. And if you see, if fi comes before ism, it makes it what? Is sound. So fi nari jahannama. In the hellfire. Fi nari jahannam. An. Again, an is one more harf jar. It means away from or about. Right? An rasuli. About the messenger. Ala, it means upon. It has to see these harf jars, except ta and waw, they don't have fixed meaning. So, for example, if I say min here, it means from. Sometimes it means from, sometimes it means then, sometimes it means part of. It's all depending on the context. That you will inshallah come to know. So, if you have, for example, min Allahi, the context is simple, from Allah. You will not say it is then Allah here. You say min Allah is from Allah. When it will come as a then, then I will teach you that. Okay, that is very advanced. We have not reached there. So you will come to know that mean, though it is harf jar, but it has come here as meaning is with then, right? Or part of. So fi nari, it means in, or it also means among. An means away from or about. Ala means it has three meanings. It means upon, on, or against sometimes. So if you say no, for example, now when it see upon is okay. You say, for example, ala kulubihim. You have seen it in Surah Baqarah. Ala kulubihim. You tell me which of the meaning among these three shoots for Allah in this case.
upon.
Upon, right? You will not say against their hearts, right? Now, if you are like this, ala Ibrahim, you will have there again. You can see it can be upon Ibrahim, or it can be against Ibrahim. Now you have then full sentence का meaning आपको वो देखना पड़ेगा, right? So context क्या है, right? So then you have hatta. Hatta is also harf jar. It means until. Okay. So these harf jar and meaning, I will share you the words, these notes. Ila, then ila means towards or to. Ilallahi, to Allah. Ilallahi turja'un, to Allah you will return, right? Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Ilayhi means to him. So yeah, again, harf jar plus majroor. He has come attached pronoun. I told you these attached pronouns can be also attached with harfs. And one of the harfs of the category is harf jar. So they can be attached with harf jar also. So ilayhi, to him. If you have to say ilayhi to you, what you will say?
Ilayhi,
No, to you.
to you.
Ilaika.
Ilayka. If you have to say to them, you say
Ilaykum, sir.
ilayhim, to them.
Ilayhim.
If
Okay.
you have to say to us, you say
Ilayna.
ilayna, right? So ilayhi, ilayhi is harf jar and he is majroor. So harf jar majroor combination. So ilayhi means to him or towards him. So it's ila plus hu. So ilahi is actually ila plus hu. Okay. So these harf jars, whenever they come before ism, they make it majroor. So kindly memorize these harfs, ba, ta, kaf, lam, whatever, like you can make a rhythm for memorizing it. Okay. And with the meaning also, because they are mostly used in the Quran, left and right. Inshallah, you see in the Quran, you will practice. So for you right now, what you have to do is you just go through this and memorize it with the meaning. Inshallah, it'll be easy for you then to practice. So we will, inshallah, now stop here recording. And if you have any question, then you can ask.